Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Carly K. Glam. I'm here today to review All-American Homecoming, Season 2, Episode 9. I think it was Dance with My Father or something like that. It's real gloomy today, y'all. It's real, it's giving real gray. I think my outfit matched the weather today. It's giving really much gray. I know y'all probably like, why she got them shades on? Because I don't want people looking at me. You know, people walk by, they be looking weird. Anyway. But y'all, now I want to know something funny. I took notes on what I want to talk about today. Where my notes at? Inside on my desk. So I gotta talk from memory. Okay, so this episode was given very much Greek life. Very much Greek life. So, of course, you know Simone and Cam are online for PKZ and KEK, and I think they're the brother sister organization. Dean of the Lines are in, her name is Anguilla. It's something like that though. Aquila. It might be Aquila. And of course JR. Missing from this episode was Keisha. Keisha was the only one missing from this episode. Everybody else was there. I see they switched Thea from a middle part bust down to a high 24-inch pony, and I was here for the pony because I was like, she always got the bust down. Everybody be having different styles except her. So I was here for the little switch up. Her ponytail was real cute. It was giving I Dream of Jeannie ponytail. But we're gonna start with baseball. I'm just here for Coach Marcus's growth. We went through that little hiccup with Coach Marcus, and Coach Marcus is here to motivate and inspire, and I'm here for it. Just the way he's there for his team, the encouragement, the upliftment, even with him, encouraging and being there for Thea. And we never really seen Thea and Coach Marcus have an interaction. So it's just for as student athletes, regardless, he's there for student athletes. Speaking of baseball and him being there, I like that support group they have for the athletes because this is getting real. It was real sports psychology based, and I was here for it because as a person who did get their degree in kinesiology, I did have to take a few courses of sports psychology, and just the mind in general, in terms of the way a person thinks, their thought patterns, and the way they perform. It's easy to talk about somebody's mindset. For example, Mamba mentality. When Kobe was out, he talked about how everybody had adapted the Mamba mentality, where they had this attack, this aggressive, very much so mindset when performing. But then on the other side of the spectrum of what inhibits performance, and Thea was very much so not open to sitting in a group setting talking about what's bothering her and how she's having trouble with her performance, until Coach Marcus took a different avenue and he invited somebody he knew that would motivate Thea and who would get her to open up. I thought it was fire. Back to baseball though. Bringston is now ranked, period. Of course, there was a scandal with Coach Shaw and Bringston and academics and all the other stuff. But now Bringston, the guys have been working their way back up to, being a top performing team. I think they said their ranking was number 23 in the nation or something like that, which was good because, even though this is fictional, we know. But being a HBCU being a top performing school in athletics definitely gives Bringston a different view. And of course, with that comes money and sponsorships. As you can see, when the announcement was made, multiple guys received sponsorships and NIL deals to to, you know, promote their products because Branson was in a spotlight. As a person who was not here initially for NILs, and I still am kind of like 60-40 on it, I do see the pros of definitely the students having NIL deals in college. Also, with Damon seemed to be in a funk this episode. And I knew Damon had a conversation with his father. And towards the end of the episode, I got that nuance that I was looking for. Because I was like, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Like, he just can't have a conversation. Excuse me, y'all. Vocal cords just gave out. It's got to be a little bit more nuanced than that because, you know, like, with Damon just having that one conversation with his father, I'm like, what did his daddy say? I thought they had a good conversation. You know, I recently dealt with someone in my life, a close family member that had Alzheimer's, dementia, Alzheimer's. And that's not an easy journey to be on, especially like when it comes to the care of the person and wondering if that person is in their right mind today or if they're having a good day, because, you know, certain things could trigger them. Like, I totally understand. And I even thought that part of the show was over with, like, as far as like the relationship with Damon and his father, the whole thing with JR's mom. And, you know, I thought that whole part of the conversation was over, but I'm kind of glad that All American brought it back up because this was a part of Damon's character development that really bothered him. Like, the fact that, like, this man who he looked up to, who he idolized, who he revered as his father, had shortcomings. And in terms of those shortcomings, like, it affected the decisions that was made in terms of him having a relationship with his birth family, you know, why it was in hiding for so many years, his mom not knowing, he can't get the truth because now his father's in a fragile state. So it's been a lot of like tough pills that Damon had to swallow in terms of his father. And just for at the end of the episode, Coach Marcus to get that phone call during the game, and Miss Sims telling Marcus that Damon's father died. I don't know what's about to happen to Damon now because he never really got that closure. And so I guess we're now about to see him go on his grief journey a little bit. And I'm interested to see what take All American has on that, because All American Homecoming has on that, because so far as like issues or like real life experiences, All American Homecoming has been nailing it. Like, I don't have no complaints. Just like, for example, with Greek life and hazing, I know, like, when it comes to Greek life, especially NPAC, Black Greek organizations, they be ready to windmill. They be ready to windmill for their organization. And like, people go through total changes. They morph into a different being when they join Greek life. And it's just crazy because as far as like Cam is concerned, I was not here for that dean of the line or whoever that profile. I was not here for him calling him aneurysm boy. Absolutely not. That was trash. Because why would you do that? You don't know how triggering and traumatic that was for Cam, especially with the fact that like his whole life changed after that. The whole structure of his thoughts, his plans he had for his life, as far as his dream, was shattered. And you calling him aneurysm boy? No. I'm glad Gabby said something to I don't necessarily know what Cam told Gabby, because we just had a we were able to get a slight interaction with them because he was missing stuff, and she was able to put the, you know, 2 and 2 together. But as far as, like, hold on one second. Sorry for the interruption, y'all. The students was walking by my car and they was making a lot of noise. But yeah. So as far as, like, Gabby having that conversation with JR, I think that was necessary because she inspired JR, or, you know, just made him clear to some things like, you're the dean of Lines now. It's on you. You can spark this change in Greek life, the brotherhood here, because you should not be having intimidation tactics and hazing and just pure savagery, you know, when it comes to joining an organization. You there to better yourself. You there for networking. You should not have to go through all that stuff just to pay an organization money. Like, I don't care what the tradition is, and that's just my take on it. Like, I know other people feel different. They were like, well, it's tradition, it's legacy, whatever. Like, and then it's the fact that, like, they knew he had an aneurysm. It's no telling, like, had JR not stopped it, how far Derek Hazen would have gotten, because when he knocked that plate out of Cam's hand and stomped on that food that Cam bought, and then told all of them to eat it off the floor but Cam, I was like, absolutely not. Like, bro would have got a 2-piece. The 2-piece in the biscuit that he should have ate when Cam bought him that food. Even though it was like a burrito or whatever, but still. That's not the point. The point is, it was just trifling. All around trifling. And as far as that girl pouring that water over their head when they was in line, when that girl couldn't get her Greek alphabet right, girl, no ma'am. See, this is why I did not join the organization to this day. And then it was just the fact that, like, for example, like, everybody know Nico be terrorizing campus, but it's just the fact that, like, he swindles them for it. Like, for example, Aquila was like, yeah, all the Greek letter organizations back Nico because we know if we need something, we go straight to him, and he gonna approve the funding that we need for it. So basically, he uses y'all. He uses y'all to get what he want, which is your vote, so he can stay in leadership. And then in return, y'all use him to get the funding y'all need. Trifling politics. That's just like how it is, like, in politics now. Like, trifling. But, I knew it was going to cause a conflict when Simone had to hang up them signs, because when Nate actually caught her hanging up them signs, Nate was just speechless. Like, Nate didn't have anything to say. Rightfully so, because he felt like, you know. But that's the thing about Nate. Nate was very understanding. Nate was very understanding when it came to PKZ, because regardless of how PKZ treated her, Nate still backed Simone's decision to get online. And Simone knew what Nate went through. Like, she was privy to it. Just off that strength alone, like, had my friend, you know, had that experience with PKZ, I wouldn't have joined that strictly off of loyalty to my friend, but that's just me. But Nate was still understanding. Nate was like, hey, you can go, you know, get online for PKZ, pledge, whatever may have you. And I'm still going to be right here for you. I'm going to support you. Just support me. And Simone wanted to support Nate through the election, or getting the platform started for Nate. And Nate was even doing, like, social stuff, like, for example, going to Auntie's first pancake breakfast at the student union or wherever. Like, there to mix and mingle with the people. That was smart. And it was also smart to have that conversation with Aquila, especially when they was like, after what you and PKZ put me through, the least you can do is give me 5 minutes. I was like, yes, Nate, read her for Phil, because all of them are trash. Like, no. No. We see Damon and Thea have these weird these weird interactions between each other, because, you know, they still in that weird, I don't know what to say with you phase after you break up. Honestly, I'm not here for Damon and Thea getting back together, but I know, like, we're going to have to go through the whole possibly backseat moment, like when they, you know, people do double backseats and whatnot, and I'm just like, I'm not here for that. This episode definitely made me look at Lando in a different light in terms of how he treats Simone. Like, I know he treated Simone, you know, in episodes prior, but when he was standing on that ledge talking to Simone and was like, Simone, if you don't want to talk to me, you just don't, like, he was pulling her card, but like, he was like, I know you online, I know you can't talk to me, my sister's a PKZ, and it's just the way he looks at Simone. Like, that boy really likes Simone, and like, he whole be getting jealous because Simone is always there for Damon. Like, when Simone finds out that Damon's daddy died, especially after Simone went to Chicago, you know, to be with Damon through something like that, Simone probably is not going to leave Damon's side. She might end up going to Chicago with Damon. Who knows? But anyway, but yeah, I mean, when he left the care package, them sneaking to meet in the little lecture hall, like her talking to him on the phone, I was just like, wow, like, he really cares for Simone. I mean, it won me over a little bit, but I'm still Team Damone in game because I know, like, how this is going to go. And plus, Jeffree already said that this season was going to get messy. So, we got, like, we probably got about a good 5 to 7 more episodes before this season is over. And I need to know what's up. Speaking of knowing what's up, Warner Brothers, the CW. On behalf of the fans, like, y'all are taking y'all sweet and precious time, and we, the people, don't appreciate it. Like, what's up? Why y'all ain't greenlit CW for season 3? Y'all know that All-American Homecoming, okay, the ratings ain't as high as original All-American, but the show is better than the original All-American. And it got a cult following on Twitter and on Instagram. I need for y'all to hurry up and speed this up. Because y'all know, once this season is over and it hit Netflix, it's going to be trending on Netflix. Because everybody who watches All-American, plus the people who didn't get to catch it on TV, because they don't got cable, when that show hit Netflix, it's going to be trending. So just go ahead and greenlit this season 3. They done wrapped it up already. They done wrapped it all out to dinner and stuff with each other on Instagram. I need to know what's up. We, the people, All-American Homecoming fans, gonna need to know what's up. Because y'all doing too much. Period. Damon goes through these phases with the team. And it's always him and Santiago. Him and Santiago always going at it. I don't know what it is. I swear Damon don't be with nobody else. But then again, Damon beefs with Coach Marcus. Damon beefs with Santiago. Damon beefs with Lando. Damon beefs with JR. Like, maybe it's just a testosterone. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a testosterone. Because Damon always getting into it. And like Coach Marcus said, everybody don't come from winning all the time. Some of this stuff gotta learn through experience. Like Damon's journey to be like this stellar athlete, performance-wise, he is, but mentally, like, sometimes he not strong. He just ain't. And so, again, like, we just on this journey of growth with Damon as far as, like, him being a student athlete, mind, body, soul, like, his wellness overall. And I don't know how this, like, again, I don't know how his father's passing is going to affect his game. But yeah, this episode was pretty loaded. I'm sure I forgot some things, especially some points that I really wanted to make while I was on my list. But shout out to my good sis from Our Kind of People who made another appearance in All American as the line sister. The one who was trifling, who left Simone and told her the wrong directions to the other room. I forgot her name, but shout out to you, sis. I want to know if Simone gonna stay online because, you know, I know that Lando had a conversation with her about trusting her line sisters because she didn't necessarily have a dynamic with her teammates where she could trust them. What he said to her made a lot of sense, but I'm still just interested to see whether or not he's gonna whether or not she's gonna stay online. I'm interested to know whether or not Cam was gonna stay online because I just knew once Simone was like, I'm on your side, Nate, when she threw them posters away, I was like, she about to leave line. She about to come off line. Sidebar. So out of all them posters you handed out over campus, all them girls you got online handing out posters, putting up posters over campus, out of that whole campus, you just so happened to go to the trash can. Simone was there and see them posters in the trash can. Come on now. Ain't nobody finna see them posters in that trash can. Ain't nobody even finna look in them. Who looks in the trash can on campus when they throwing something in the trash can? Please. That was so like, no. No. I did miss my good sis Gabby. She had a little come in, situation where she said her one scene with Kim, her one scene with JR, but I hope Gabby stays on as a main character because I really like Gabby. She got the funk and the flair that don't nobody else have, and I like that. Besides Keisha, because Keisha will get somebody told too. I do like that about Keisha. What else? I think that's all for All American Homecoming. My review for All American Original will come sometime, either today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, stay tuned for my trailer breakdown. That'll probably be one video both for All American trailer and All American Homecoming trailer. And I think that's it, y'all. Be back soon. Deuces.